not sure if I've got a whole load here or not. We're gonna put it on. We're a little bit slow this morning. This will be load number 4, and it's about 9:15. Still getting a lot of hardwood pulpwood out of this stand of timber too. So a quick little story. A year ago, right now we were working up in, I believe it was Fayette County, I believe, over that way, and we were, there may have been in the edge of Lamar County, I think it was Fayette, but we always had the trucks pull up, you know, to a safe spot where they can trim up and bind down, and the reason we do that is because it allows me to get another truck here up under me, and it gives the load time to settle, and it gets the driver away from me. We don't want him to be binding down right here. Not only because, you know, me and the loader, but because all part was Kevin with the processor right there, because a lot of times when Kevin's running trees out, the butt of the tree will hang something on the tree that it's sliding on, and when it grabs it, it'll send it on out there in the road, or hit me, the bottom of my undercarriage or something like that, and it happens so fast that you can't stop the wheels instantly. It's kind of like trying to stop a train. You can't stop it, because that feed system on that processor head's running about 13-14 feet a second. I mean, it's moving pretty quick, but so a lot of times we'll set the pruning saw out or the pole saw out, you know, up there away where they can bind down, trim their loads up in a safe spot. And they were setting it out on the side of a county gravel road last year about this time. Somebody come through there and just decided that they needed it more than we did, and they took it. And so last week, never had this happen. Derek loaded it up in the back of the service truck in his 5500 and went out with it, laying in the bed of it, and we're running about, there's probably pushing 6 miles of gravel roads that we're going out. Derek met a car. Kevin was about a minute or so behind him. Derek met that car's a small SUV, and sometime between Derek going out and Kevin being a minute behind, Derek slung that pole saw out of the back of that truck, and we figured that SUV, whoever that was, seen it and picked it up, because Kevin wasn't, but like I said, about a minute behind Derek is all. And so anywho, I don't blame him. I mean, I'd have picked one up too, but here's the thing, it's got our name on it and all the information on it. It says TDK logging on it. Had I found one like that in the road, I would have been trying to get in touch with the number that was on it to get it back to them, you know. But that's the way the old ball bounces. We hadn't heard anything out of it. Like I said, that was last Monday. Today's Monday, so it's been a week ago. And I had went out in front of Derek. I don't think I met any cars going out that day or anything, but So like I said, that's the way it works sometimes. It's kind of a slow go on this job here, working it. And also too, my video on Sunday, I had a lot more that went with that video, and for some reason the GoPro recorded it, but I couldn't get it. It showed the file on the card and I couldn't retrieve it. It was like it was blank or something. So I don't know. I kind of dug into it a little bit last night, did some Google searches on it, and I couldn't find anything, but I ain't give up yet. But for some reason it recorded it, and it was, you know, it was blinking, the counter was moving. Because I always try to glance at that and check that. But on the card, the file was there, the thumbnail file was there, but when you clicked on it, there was nothing in the file. So for whatever reason, it didn't write it on the card there. So GoPros can do some funny stuff every now and then, but I'll get this load finished up here in a minute. Gotta have one more loader set. Finish this thing up. Didn't do too bad, got 12 today. You can see all the blackberries starting to green on up there. So this little spot right here is what we got left to cut. We'll knock it out in the morning. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I picked up this morning. So there it is, finally got it. I'll do a video, I got a video going to pick it up. I'm just gonna share with y'all this right here. I been waiting on this one for quite a while. They kept moving the ship date on it, and they actually had moved it all the way out to April. And then Bryant called me or texted me Monday. He said, dude, we got 4 of them in, and so I picked it up, but and I've cranked it. I ain't cut anything with it yet, but I have cranked it. So I was gonna share that. We've got a supposed to have some really bad stuff coming in here about 5 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see. The wind's already picking up pretty bad right now. We're supposed to have some gust as the day goes on. It's supposed to get on up to about 50-mile-an-hour gust around 3 o'clock, and then that's when shortly after there's the storm's supposed to come through. But so the people who have been asking about the 592, there it is. It's in my possession now. Got it. I put it's got a 32-inch bar on it. It's not a light bar that's on it. The only light bar that they had was a 28. I didn't want a 28 because I've got I got a ton of 28s. So I was trying to get some bar that I didn't have. So that's a 32 that's on it there now. I'll probably, once I run it a little bit, I'll probably take it and put a 28 on it to run it in. And then I've got a couple of jobs coming up that's going to be perfect for the saw. So the timing's been pretty good on it, which I've cut some big stuff down that I missed having it on. I would like to have it, but I'll get some videos out about it. Like I said, I got one going over and picking it up. I think in that video I counted the 372s that they had over there, and they had a whole bunch of 372s over there, and they've got some 585s also. I think they had 2 of the 585s over there. So, and before you ask, no, they don't ship saws. If you want one, drive over there and get it. But so I'm gonna run in here, get this video ready and get it situated. We did finish the logging job, finished it yesterday, and got it all completely done, got everything moved. So appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.